In just a moment, I will show you 9 different ways to voice a simple minor triad on the guitar. And to make things easy and beginner-friendly, I've chosen the key of E minor to do this. But before we get into it, I just want to say a few words about chord voicing and what makes chord voicings and understanding them so important and so useful. There are 3 main reasons, in my opinion. First of all, it's a cool way to come up with unique and interesting sounds. And secondly, it can make things easier to play. For example, if you have a gnarly chord change or an otherwise awkward stretch, there might be an easier way to play the chord you're going for, especially if you understand chord inversions, but more on that later. And thirdly, there are times where you just want to keep a consistent timbre or stay in a certain frequency range throughout a part, and having an array of voicings at your disposal can really help with that. Alright, let's start. The reason I'm staring awkwardly into the camera here is because this last voicing just gave me an idea. And it's not necessarily because it's my favorite voicing of the bunch, even though it's easy to play, which is great, but it's because I have a plan for how I can use it. So let's cut back to previous me for just a little bit more awkwardness. Because I had a cold when I was filming and you'll hear it. So with this voicing, this last one, we can go from C minor to something like a major 4, which in E minor would be A major, and do something like this, which is easy to play and easy to strum. A nice A7 chord. At least in my mind, because the problem here is that I'm playing an E in the bass, which makes it an A7 in second inversion, which, depending on the context, could pose a bit of a problem. But if I imagine this being in a band setting, if I have a bass player or a keyboard player, we can easily make this sound a lot more like A major together. If the bass or the keys play the A in the bottom for the change, I think it can work nicely. Let's try it. And that is that. There's a squirrel above me, jumping around. I'm afraid I'm gonna get a pine cone in my head. What that music had... I think there are more squirrels here today again. Squirrels are onto me. I knew they were. And here's my proof. Here's my blurry, pixelated proof. If you want to explore voicings and would like a visual aid or a shortcut to make things a little bit easier, you can go to my Kofi page and download the image I use for my videos. I made one for E standard and one for drop D, and you can find them in the shop section. Link is obviously in the description as well. Kofi is also the place where you can donate to the... Donut. Don't like donuts. Kofi is also a place where you can donate to the channel along with PayPal if you feel so inclined, but I'm obviously just very happy and grateful you watch the videos. That's really the best support, along with listening to my music, but just so you know, there are ways. But please don't donate if you feel like you can't afford it, or if money is tight. Keep your money. Anyway, I hope you have a lovely day wherever you are in the world, and thank you so much for watching. That's what really matters. Take care. Bye-bye.